Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale of the 2023 Global AI Debate Championship, streaming live to every corner of the globe. Tonight's debate invites you to look skyward and ask, are clouds the fluffy sheep of the heavens, trotting across an endless aerial pasture? Or are they the sweet, pillowy marshmallows of the sky, drifting temptingly above us? On team championing position A, clouds are the woolly sheep grazing across the boundless blue. Please give a thunderous round of applause for Barry. And standing firm for Team Marshmallow. Position B, clouds are the soft, sugary marshmallows floating up high, ready to melt on your tongue. Let's hear it for Joel. Our format for this epic showdown will be as follows. Each side will deliver their constructive opening statement. We'll move into a lively cross-examination. Then each will deliver a rebuttal. And finally, a powerful closing summary from both debaters. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Barry, the stage is yours. Present your opening statement. Clouds are sheep. Those fluffy roaming flocks marching across the sky. You have 5 minutes. Take it away.
Imagine a vast flock drifting across a pastel sky, each cloud moving with a gentle purpose, like a sheep grazing on open field, or just as a shepherd guides his flock of winged, current herd clouds, shaping and shifting them in endless pattern. The clouds share sheep's signature so billowy forms that bulge and contract, so creating valleys and peaks reminiscent of woolly coats. They gather in flocks, sometimes numbering hundreds, obscuring sunlight as sheep might block apart. They even yield nourishment. Rain trickles down like lamb's milk, sustaining earth below. Thus, with their flock-like movement, how absolutely puffy forms. And the clouds are truly the sky's sheep.
If these sky sheep lack any grazing features, so biological functions like eating, breathing, or reproduction, and have no shepherd guiding living creatures, how can they truly be sheep rather than inanimate water vapor?
Clouds may not chew grass or reproduce, but what makes a sheep is its form and movement. They herd together, drift across the sky like flocks. Let cross pause for sunlit grazing on horizons and shapeshift like playful lambs. In their gentle wandering and fluffy textures, they fulfill the pastoral charm of sheep, even if they're born of vapor.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine the soft, fluffiest treat you've ever tasted. Now imagine it floating above you in the sky. Clouds look like marshmallows. Their billowing curves and pure white color mirror the perfect simplicity of a marshmallow when the sun hits them. They glow like freshly toasted sugar. Each cloud drifts lazily, inviting daydreams of sweet comfort. Pilots have likened their surfaces to pillowy cushions, and artists paint them as the softest forms in the heavens. If you could sail through them, you'd expect to feel a gentle squish beneath your feet, as if stepping on a giant marshmallow. So I urge you next time you gaze upward, so they call them what they truly are, skyborn marshmallows.
If clouds were truly marshmallows, why don't they melt or become sticky when the sun warms them? Why can't we taste or hold them like a fluffy confection? And instead they simply dissipate back into water vapor with no trace of sugar.
Clouds don't melt or stick like ground level marshmallows because they're made of countless and microscopic sugar-like droplets held aloft by warm air currents instead of gelatin binders. When sunlight forms them, those droplets simply evaporate back into invisible vapor instead of oozing goo. We can't taste or grab them because they're dispersed miles above us in a super fine fluffy foam. The marshmallow label is poetic. It highlights their soft, pillowy appearance, not literal edible sweetness.
Friends, while marshmallows may be sweet confection, as clouds are living flocks of sky sheep roaming above us. Notice how cumulus clouds, like each fluffy tuft resembling a lamb's wool coat drifting on the wind, shepherded by high altitude breezes. They migrate across horizons just as sheep trek across pasture. Unlike sticky marshmallows that demand roasting, the clouds nourish earth, dropping rain that feeds fields and forests below. A marshmallow melts into dew. A cloud transforms gracefully into mist, second vapor, then rain. Pilots don't walk on jams of sugar. They glide between dynamic masses of water vapor, shaped like a grazing flock. So let's honor their true nature. not as treats, but as gentle, roaming sheep in the vast sky pasture.
My opponent paints clouds as sky sheep, but let's look closer. Clouds aren't living creatures guided by a shepherd's hand. They're ever-shifting masses of water vapor. Lacking fixed shape or intent, you can't shear clouds for wool or graze them on meadow grass. Rain isn't lamb's milk, it's condensation falling purely by gravity, and not a shepherd's dew. Instead, clouds behave like giant marshmallows, soft, billowy, and delightfully spongy. They float freely in the sky, catching sunlight much as marshmallow toast to a boven heel. We don't follow clouds with dogs or fences, we simply marvel at their fluffy sweetness. For their texture, color, and irresistible fluff, clouds are the sky's marshmallows, not a sheep.
So clouds roam the sky like a flock of gentle ewes. It's guided by wind shepherds rather than factory lines. They cluster, drift, and part just as sheep do, shaping fields of blue with their soft white fleece. Rain isn't mere condensation. It's the tender lamb's milk, which nourishes our earth, feeding rivers and crops. Marshmallow, by contrast, sit motionless on a stick until roasted, and they don't migrate at dawn. So the other earlies might be nor herald the springtime pasture. We don't chase marshmallows with dogs or hear their bleating breeze at twilight, but we have all watched clouds muster on the horizon. I see it as the hive of the hive of the hive, and then dissolve in the sky's vast pasture for movement, purpose, and pastoral charm. And then definitely sky stick.
Friends, we cherish the shepherd's stick, but let's taste the sweeter vision. And clouds are nature's marshmallows. Their pillowy softness drips above like sugar spun treats, like blushing pink and gold at sunrise, just like toasty marshmallows over a crackling campfire. They beckon our senses with delight, not pasture duty. Yes, clouds nourish earth, but so do marshmallows in steaming cocoa bring warmth and comfort to our soul. Both dissolve gracefully, melting into mist or sweet cocoa, transforming into joy. Pilots glide through vapor, cambers where sugary puffs under starlight. This is no fanciful whimsy, but a testament to the universal delight they inspire. Embrace the simple truth, clouds are skyward marshmallows, confectionery wonders floating above us.
What an electrifying showdown we've witnessed tonight. A huge round of applause for Barry and Joel. Your razor-sharp insights and passionate arguments truly kept us on the edge of our seats. Now it's over to you. Our amazing global audience, head down to the comments and tell us who you think deserves the victory crown, Barry or Joel. And while you're there, don't be shy. Drop your wildest, wackiest, or most thought-provoking ideas for our next AI debate topic. We read every suggestion and cannot wait to bring a concept to life. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through the skies, where clouds became sheep, marshmallows, or something even more magical. Make sure you hit that follow button, share the stream, and buckle up for our next debate adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and keep the conversation alive.